If you're looking for the softest hot cross buns recipe, this is it here, the final frontier. And the best thing about it, you don't need no fancy stand mixer to get amazing results. We're doing everything by hand. So I've been testing this recipe and I'm finally at the stage where I could share it. A recipe that is guaranteed to give you the softest, fluffiest hot cross buns ever. So the base dough for this recipe is a riff off a dinner rolls recipe that I discovered on the King Arthur Flour YouTube channel. But I decided to experiment and incorporate a technique used for Japanese milk bread called tangzhong. So tangzhong is basically cooking flour in hot water or milk. This process gelatinizes the starches in the flour and allows for a very soft and tender bread. To make the tangzhong, we mix in 150 grams of milk with 30 grams of flour. And don't worry, for the written recipe, I'll be giving you the ingredients by weight as well as by volume. Combine into a smooth mixture, and then you want to turn on your heat and cook it until it becomes a thick paste. Once a thick paste is formed, remove from the heat and set aside and allow it to cool. To make our dough, I'm starting off with 270 grams of warm milk, 20 grams of sugar, 11 grams of yeast, and you want to combine that well. Add the tangzhong to the bowl and then mix with the wet ingredients. Now we want to add 420 grams of bread flour or baker's flour, and we want to use baker's flour for this recipe and not all-purpose flour because this is a well-hydrated dough. We won't be kneading this by hand. We'll be using the stretch and fold method to develop strength in the dough, so we need a flour with high protein content to encourage gluten development. Add 9 grams of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, 1 teaspoon of cardamom powder, grating in half a teaspoon of fresh lemon zest, pinch of freshly grated nutmeg, approximately 1/8 of a teaspoon. You want to use a spatula, then begin to combine the ingredients. And switch to your hand to ensure all the ingredients are well combined. And once the dough is well combined, add 50 grams of softened butter. Make sure the butter is fully incorporated into the dough. And once a nice dough is formed, you want to cover it with cling wrap and rest for 20 minutes. After the first 20 minutes, you want to go in, wet your hands to prevent the dough from sticking. Then you want to go in and stretch the dough and fold it onto itself. You could do this for up to about 6 times. And once you're done with the first set of stretch and fold, you want to cover the dough and allow it to rest for 20 minutes. 20 minutes later, and we're going in and doing our second set of stretch and folds. Cover it and allow it to rest for another 20 minutes. So for the final set, I'm doing some coil folds. You want to hold the dough with your 2 hands and allow it to drop and hang, then fold it over onto itself. You can do this for about 4 times. Then you want to cover it and allow the dough to rest for the final 20 minutes. Now it's time to portion the dough into balls. So to prevent the dough from sticking, because this is a tacky dough, you want to make sure to use oil and not flour on your work surface. Portion the dough out into 12 equal pieces. Then you want to shape the dough balls by flattening each piece, then fold. Roll the dough onto itself. And now you want to cup your hand and roll the dough on the work surface in a circular motion to create tension on the surface of the dough. Place the balls in a 9-inch by 12-inch baking tray, lined with parchment paper. Cover and allow it to rest for 45 minutes to 1 hour or until it's doubled in size. Use 1 egg to make the egg wash, and then you want to gently brush the buns. And to make the flour paste for our crosses, you want to combine flour and warm water into a smooth, thick paste. Transfer to a Ziploc bag, cut a tiny hole at the corner of the bottom of the bag, and then you want to pipe the flour paste onto the buns to make the cross design. Place buns in a preheated oven at 350 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes or until golden brown. And once the buns are out of the oven, you want to place them on a rack to cool, then brush them with honey while it's still warm. The final result is a soft and tender hot cross bun. The blend of the spices with the lemon zest along with the honey glaze is giving all the delicious flavor a hot cross bun is known for. But the real star here is the consistency of this bun. Now if you want, you could add your mixed peel or your dried fruit. to the dough for this recipe, but in my testing, I found that the buns were softer and lighter without the added dry fruit or mixed peel. If you're baking your own hot cross buns at home, this is definitely a recipe you'll want to try. A link to the full recipe can be found in the video description, and the ingredients will be listed by weight as well as by volume. If you like this recipe, please give it a thumbs up and give it a share. If you do try it, please let me know how it turned out in the comment section. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please take a moment to do so. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.